At its peak, Babylon was the largest city in the world, the first to surpass 200,000 people. In a world of villages, Babylon rose as a beacon of ambition, inspiring legends of towers reaching the heavens. Its name became synonymous with both achievement and downfall, echoing through history. Babylon's monumental ziggurats and intricate canals showcased advanced engineering and organization. It was more than a city, it was the heart of an empire, a center of culture, science, and religion. To understand Babylon is to glimpse a pivotal chapter in human civilization. Let's walk its legendary streets and uncover the forces that built and destroyed this ancient wonder. Babylon stood proudly on the lush, fertile plains nestled between the mighty Tigris and Euphrates rivers, a landscape that has shaped the destiny of civilizations for thousands of years. Today, this region lies within the borders of modern Iraq, but in ancient times it was the beating heart of Mesopotamia, a land where history was written in clay and stone. The life-giving rivers not only provided water for drinking and irrigation, but also served as vital arteries for trade, travel, and communication, connecting distant peoples and cultures. Mesopotamia, meaning the land between the rivers, is often called the cradle of civilization. Here, humanity first learned to harness the power of agriculture, build permanent settlements, and create the foundations of urban life. The region's rich, alluvial soil allowed crops to flourish, supporting a growing population. This abundance led to the rise of specialized roles: priests who guided spiritual life, artisans who crafted wonders, and scholars who recorded knowledge for future generations. Babylon's strategic position made it a vibrant crossroads, attracting traders and travelers from as far as Egypt, Anatolia, and the distant Indus Valley. Here, goods, languages, and ideas mingled, creating a rich tapestry of cultures. This diversity transformed Babylon into a renowned center of learning. Its libraries housed clay tablets inscribed with cuneiform, preserving advances in astronomy, mathematics, law, and literature that would echo through the ages. Yet, Babylon's wealth and influence came at a price. Its enviable location made it a constant target for ambitious rulers and conquering armies, each seeking to claim its riches and power. To control Babylon was to command the economic and intellectual heart of Mesopotamia, a prize that could tip the balance of empires. Its history is marked by epic struggles, sieges, battles, and shifting alliances, as empires rose and fell in their quest to possess this legendary city. Babylon's unique position at the crossroads of the ancient world was both its greatest strength and its deepest vulnerability, shaping its destiny for centuries. For millennia, Babylon was a city worth fighting for, a beacon of culture, power, and ambition at the very heart of civilization. Babylon began as a modest city-state, overshadowed by older kingdoms like Ur and Akkad. Its rise started around 1894 BCE, when the Amorite First Dynasty took power. Early rulers focused on consolidating power, building defenses, and expanding influence. They improved irrigation, promoted trade, and established order, laying the foundation for empire. Babylon grew from a regional town into a significant political center, with new temples and palaces. The city's patron god Marduk became central to its identity, uniting diverse peoples. This era set the stage for Babylon's first golden age. The groundwork of law, administration, and culture was laid. Babylon was poised for greatness, awaiting a visionary leader. That leader was about to arrive. Hammurabi, who took the throne in 1792 BCE, transformed Babylon into an empire. He expanded his realm through diplomacy and military campaigns, but his true legacy was the Code of Hammurabi. This set of 282 laws, carved in stone, made justice public and predictable for all. The code covered commerce, property, family, and crime, introducing the principle of an eye for an eye. Though harsh by modern standards, it was a leap forward for civil society. Under Hammurabi's 42-year reign, Babylon unified southern Mesopotamia and flourished artistically and economically. He oversaw massive construction and fostered a cultural renaissance. Hammurabi's code influenced legal systems for centuries. He made Babylon a true empire and a model for justice. After Hammurabi's death, Babylon's empire fractured under weaker rulers. In 1595 BCE, the Hittites sacked Babylon, leaving a power vacuum. The Kassites from the Zagros Mountains took control and ruled for over 400 years, the city's longest dynasty. The Kassites were conservators, not conquerors, preserving Babylonian culture and maintaining stability. They kept the canals flowing, sponsored scribal schools, and engaged in diplomacy with Egypt and the Hittites. This era, often called a Dark Age, was a time of peace and cultural preservation. The Kassites introduced the horse and chariot, revolutionizing warfare. They developed kudurus, stone records of land grants. Though Babylon's political power waned, its cultural heart endured. The city waited, its legacy preserved for a new rise. Stability, not conquest, defined this long interlude. After the Kassite dynasty faded, Babylon often found itself under the shadow of Assyrian rule. Yet, despite foreign domination, the city's spirit of independence and resilience endured. Babylon's people clung to their traditions, their language, and their dreams of freedom, even as their rulers changed. In 626 BCE, a turning point arrived. Nabopolassar, a determined Chaldean general, led a bold rebellion against the Assyrians. His victory marked the birth of the Neo-Babylonian Empire, a new era of hope and ambition for the city. This was more than a political revolution, it was a cultural renaissance. Ancient traditions, art, and religious practices were revived with renewed energy. Babylon's scholars and artisans drew inspiration from their rich past, breathing new life into the city's heritage. The city itself was transformed. Massive temples rose again, city walls were rebuilt to awe-inspiring heights, and the ziggurat towered over the landscape. Babylon became a symbol of power and architectural brilliance. Under Nabopolassar and his legendary son Nebuchadnezzar II, the empire expanded rapidly. Babylon's influence stretched across Mesopotamia, Syria, and the Levant, uniting diverse peoples under its rule. With this expansion came immense wealth. Babylon controlled vital trade routes that connected distant lands, bringing in gold, exotic goods, and new ideas. The city's markets bustled with merchants from across the ancient world. This prosperity fueled not only military campaigns but also a surge in learning, literature, and science. Babylon's libraries grew, and scholars recorded their discoveries on clay tablets, preserving knowledge for generations. Babylonian astronomers made groundbreaking observations of the heavens, charting the stars and planets with remarkable accuracy. Their work laid the foundation for modern astronomy and influenced civilizations far beyond Mesopotamia. This era became the Babylon of legend, powerful, decadent, and culturally vibrant. The city's streets were alive with festivals, music, and the exchange of ideas, making it a beacon of civilization. For a brief, brilliant moment, Babylon shone as the world's center, a city of wonder, innovation, and enduring legacy. Nebuchadnezzar II, ruling from 605 to 562 BCE, was Babylon's greatest builder. He transformed the city with massive double walls, the dazzling Ishtar Gate, and monumental temples. The Ishtar Gate, with its blue bricks and mythical beasts, symbolized Babylon's power. The legendary Hanging Gardens, though their existence is debated, became one of the seven wonders. Nebuchadnezzar also rebuilt the great ziggurat at Temenanki, inspiring the biblical Tower of Babel. He restored temples, paved processional ways, and built a lavish palace. For nearly 50 years he ruled a prosperous empire from a city envied by the world. His reign marked Babylon's absolute peak. Babylon's golden age ended quickly after Nebuchadnezzar's death. Weak rulers and court intrigue destabilized the empire. The last king, Nabonidus, alienated the priesthood and neglected politics for religious pursuits. Meanwhile, Cyrus the Great of Persia rose in the east, uniting a powerful empire. In 539 BCE, the Persians approached Babylon. According to ancient accounts, they diverted the Euphrates and entered the city with little resistance. Cyrus positioned himself as a liberator, restoring Marduk's worship and respecting local customs. Babylon was absorbed into the Persian Empire, ending its independence. The city remained important, but its days as a world-shaping capital were over. The empire's fall was swift and almost silent. Though the mighty city of Babylon eventually fell to the sands of time, its remarkable legacy continues to shape our world in ways both subtle and profound. The echoes of its achievements still resonate through the ages, reminding us of humanity's enduring quest for knowledge and meaning. The Babylonians were pioneers of mathematics, developing the ingenious base 60 numeral system. This system, devised thousands of years ago, is still reflected in how we measure time. 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, and in the geometry that underpins our understanding of the world. Their mathematical innovations laid the groundwork for future civilizations. Babylonian astronomers gazed at the night sky, pioneering mathematical approaches to the heavens. They meticulously charted the movements of planets and stars, creating the zodiac and recording celestial events with astonishing accuracy. Their observations became the foundation for centuries of astronomical study. Their predictions of eclipses and planetary cycles profoundly influenced later Greek astronomy, bridging cultures and sparking new discoveries. The knowledge passed down from Babylonian scholars became a cornerstone for the scientific revolutions that followed. Babylon's stories and myths shaped religious and cultural traditions across continents. From the legendary Tower of Babel to the Babylonian captivity, these tales have inspired countless generations, weaving their way into the fabric of world history and belief. The city itself stands as a powerful symbol of human ambition, creativity, and the inevitable cycle of rise and fall. Its ruins whisper stories of glory and loss, reminding us of the impermanence of even the greatest civilizations. Today, the excavated ruins of Babylon in Iraq serve as a poignant reminder of civilization's fragility. Archaeologists continue to uncover secrets buried for millennia, piecing together the story of a city that once stood at the heart of the ancient world. Babylon's story is a timeless lesson in ambition, unity, and the relentless passage of time. It teaches us to cherish our achievements, learn from our past, and strive for a better future. Even today, the echoes of Babylon can be seen in our cities, our art, and our ideas. Its influence continues to shape the world we live in, connecting us to a distant, yet ever-present past. Join us as we journey deeper into the mysteries of the past, uncovering the stories and wisdom that have shaped humanity for thousands of years. Subscribe for more fascinating explorations into history's greatest civilizations, and be part of our adventure through time.